Hi, stamping friends. It's Sherry Parker and
Kathy Popp.
And we're coming to you live on Wednesday, August 20th. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a special guest, Kathy, who's helping me out. I'm not very mobile these days, so thank you for being here. And I've known you for a long time, so
Probably since about 2003, 2004.
Yep, she's come to stamp clubs, and the really cool thing is Kathy not only would come to my Stampin' Up! Things, but she also does a lot of other crafty events. And so she's super experienced and has a lot of great techniques and ideas. And I always appreciate getting those ideas to share. So she was gracious enough to jump in here kind of at the last minute. But thank you for being here. Yes, I know. So real quick, I know we did a little bio. So you love, your favorite types of stamp sets are?
I like the fruits.
The fruits.
Just because the different colors you can make them and different things like that you can do with them.
That's right, like shading and things like that.
The different shading,
fun.
exactly.
That's fun. And color-wise, you're kind of drawn to like the
blues, yellows, purples, greens.
Yep, in that spectrum. So,
yes.
And she's got a really cute card she's going to share with us tonight, and a really fun technique using chalk, which is something that I know right now currently Stampin' Up! Doesn't have a chalk in our catalog, but I think through the years, those of you who have stamped a long time, you probably have chalks and think, oh, I forget about them, or what is something new I could do with them? So she's going to show a really cute card using that. So before she starts, though, I do want to mention a couple things. I am starting a stamp club. I'm calling it a club, but really you're not committed to anything. But so each month I'll have a class, and you can sign up and come. It's $10 to cover your supplies. If you do place an order in your online account, then I will give you a gift that's equivalent to $10. So that way you're not out anything, but there's no pressure. So if you don't want to order, that's okay too. So I want to mention that. Also that we have the markers are retiring. So the Stampin' Up! Markers have been around since I've been a demonstrator for 27 years. I know. So the blends are really popular, the alcohol-based markers. So those are more or less replacing the markers, but they are available while supplies last. So I want to mention that. And then another new news is that our red rubber stamps are going away. So you've probably seen our cling stamps. Those are going to be going away. And I think starting with November, new things that are coming out will be, they'll be slowly rolling that out. And then the last announcement that they made, a lot of changes, is the cases. So like, you're used to getting your stamp sets in these cases. That's going to change as well. And what you might be familiar with are the cases that like our die cuts come in. That is going to be the new stamp set case, because they're going to be the
envelopes.
The envelopes, right. They're clear, so they're smaller than our red rubber stamps. So in terms of storage, it will take up less room. It'll be something new, and we'll all get used to it, but just a lot of new things happening, so I want to mention that. And really, that's all the announcements I have. Do you have any announcements?
I don't have any announcements.
All right, we're going to turn this camera over. Okay, all right, here we go. All right, so hopefully you can see there. Can you see okay, Kathy?
I can see.
I'm going to be the assistant. I love it.
This is the card we're going to make using the chalks for the sky and the water. So the sunset, sunrise, whatever, and then the ocean. But this is a finished product, so this is what we're doing. We're using the sunrise sailing. There's a glare.
There is a glare. What's going on?
So we're going to use the sunrise sailing. And I did go ahead and pre-do a few things, just because it's going to take a few minutes to do the chalking. So I did do the sailboat ahead of time, so that's done. So we're going to get right into the chalks. I use sponges. These are just makeup sponges that you can get at any drugstore. And then I also use this kind of a sponge as well.
Looks like an
eye
makeup, eyeshadow. What's that called again?
Yeah, that stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So I want the other sponge out there.
Right. So these are the old Stampin' Up! Chalks. Some of you might remember the Stampin' Pastels from the old days, but really, really awesome. And hers are in such pristine shape. I'm very jealous because I still have mine and they're all cracked and broken and everything. So, but anyway, so this is the palette she's using.
Don't know the colors, but
That's
we're
okay.
going to start with
I don't remember what
some
these are.
yellows. Yeah, we're going to start with some yellows, and we're just going to kind of drag it across.
And you don't
And
have
it's
anything
very-
down, like
Nope.
Versamark or anything like
Nope,
that.
there's
Okay.
nothing down. Just gonna, it's very light. I hope you guys can see
Yeah.
the first color.
So light to dark kind of thing. Pretty.
Yeah, kind of do some light. And you just kind of put it on however you want. Then you can use whatever other colors you want. We'll do some oranges.
That's probably the old
More of
only orange. Remember that color?
More, yeah.
Back in the day.
That'll kind of give us a little bit more. You can go either way, side to side, circles, whatever you want to do.
So do you find that these are a lot better, like in terms of like applying versus say more porous sponge? Is it better?
Easier for me to hold.
Yeah. That's a good answer. No, I like
You
that.
can make it as dark as you want. Do whatever, if you see a spot that's kind of bare, you can just kind of tap it. And I'm moving the camera, sorry.
It's okay.
All right, so then I'm gonna take my little sponge and just kind of get let's do maybe some reds. And kind of start to the edge and kind of move it.
Yeah.
Kind of start from the other edge and move it over. Am I in the
Yeah,
camera?
you're good. You're perfect.
Kind of do some all over.
Very pretty. So really, you could use any color combination. You could just,
Certainly.
and everyone will be different.
Maybe I'm gonna wipe that, sorry.
No, good.
All right, now let's do some of the water. Start with the dark blue.
Love that. Wish I was on a boat right now.
Right?
And a sunset would be perfect, wouldn't it?
Okay, and then I wanna let's do a little bit of, let's see. Let's try this color and see what we get.
Patty says she loves pastels too.
Yeah.
I know, I forget about them. I'm really glad that you are doing this because
I'm gonna get my other little
So
brush out.
do you need to grab something? You got it?
I got it, maybe. I have them open, I really do.
That's right.
Okay. That way I'm not getting so much of the...
So you could go really dark if you wanted and use vibrant colors. You could keep them soft.
And then we're gonna stamp the waves, so we'll... You can use your finger to kind of blend it.
Pretty. Hi, Felicia. Hi, Lisa says she still has her pastels from 15 years ago. Yeah.
It's probably about as old as these
I
are.
do too, but again, mine aren't this pretty. Mine are really, really
I'm
cracked.
gonna add a little bit of... We're gonna add a little bit of purple. Just kind of...
Ooh, very nice. Well, when you're in the water and you get the reflection, it's kind of all kinds of colors. Pretty.
All right, we're gonna blend them in. Now, some people say you should set your chalks, and I've seen a way to do that with hairspray. You just spray it with some hairspray. I'm not gonna do that though.
Well, do you think you need to do it?
No,
I don't know. I don't think you do either.
I don't think so. Depends too, maybe on the brand of chalks that you're using, if they're real, if you get a lot of it on there.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go ahead and stamp our, I think we're probably done. I
I'll
kind of
just
like
scooch
that.
it over and you can.
I kind of like that. And then I'm gonna go up here and get my wave
The wave stamp and
Wave stamp
Knight
out of the
looks like Knight of Navy. Yeah.
Knight of Navy, yeah. And we're gonna go there.
Ooh, yeah, right on the horizon.
And then I'm gonna try, I haven't done this, but we're gonna double stamp it and maybe make it a little bit lighter. See what happens.
Ooh, very nice.
So they're darker as the waves go out.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
All
Just
right.
like it was, you were really on the water. Oh, I like that. That's pretty.
Just dry the ink a little bit.
I wonder if it takes longer on chalk, you know, a little bit. Maybe not. I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I went ahead, like I said, and I stamped the boat. And I'm going to find my dimensionals, which are hidden. And we're going to pop it up.
The dies that coordinate with the stamp set are so nice and easy. Really, really nice. And there's little sailboats and then the ones that match the stamps. So really.
Do you have a pair of scissors up here?
There's a pair
Oh,
up here.
right there. I just
They're
want
big.
a little. That's okay. I
They're
just
not
want a
little.
little to put on the bottom.
Yep. Perfect.
The stamp set also has birds where you can put some birds in the sky if you wanted. But we're going to put this guy right on there. Put him in the water.
Perfect. Look at that.
So he's sailing away
Oh,
now.
that's so pretty. I like it.
And then we're going to add some bling to it because you have to have bling.
Well, yeah.
Let's see. We can use some.
Love all those faceted gems. So pretty.
Use a red one. How about a yellowy one? We'll do a yellowy one over here too.
Very nice.
There we go. And
Love
then it's
it.
just a matter of putting the card together. It's just a regular card base, the 4.5 by 5.5, white base. Then I cut my Knight of Navy, 5 1/4 by 4. And then this piece, the white that we did the chalks on, was 5 by 3 1/4. These things are not my friend all the time.
Sometimes they're persnickety. I get it. That's why glue is always a good backup to have because
True.
can't really go wrong with that, right?
True.
Oh, that'll look pretty with the blue back there. It's hard to believe that August is like coming to a close here and, you know, this seems like such a fun, summery card. You know, it's really, really beautiful.
Yeah. I used to have a sailboat, so they're kind
Did
of
you
partial
really?
to me. Yes.
Did you know how to sail?
I was learning, but
Wow, that's impressive. That's kind of on the list of things I'd love to do.
there's our finished
Very
card. You could
nice.
stamp whatever
I
you want
love
on the
it.
inside. A happy birthday,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Right, and there's some really good greetings that come with that set. There's like retirement, which I've needed here lately. There's congratulations.
Destined for great things.
Yeah, some really good ones.
Even do like ahoy on the front or something.
Yeah, super, super cute. Ah, that's so cute, Kathy. What do you guys think? Is that not a gorgeous card? I love the chalks. And how fun to bring those back. Really, really cool. Awesome.
Something we don't use all the time.
I know. That is really cool. And remember, if you comment on or share, I will have a prize for you that I'll draw for next week. So, but thank you so much for sharing
having
your
me.
talents. And before you go, we're going to go ahead and draw. Maybe you can help me do that. So last week we made, yes, perfect. We made a couple of these from the Halloween kit, these cute little treat boxes. So I'm going to give away, so I'm going to be mailing them to people. These are flat. You'll have to assemble them yourself, but I've got 2 of them to give away. Okay. So maybe Kathy can help me draw. So all the names are in there. So we will draw 2 names for our winners from last week. Naomi So Naomi, you've got one, and then one more name.
Digging deep.
Karen Beck. All right. So
What's that one?
awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right.
Congratulations.
Flip the camera back around if I can. See how adept we can be.
Right?
Having two
We've
people.
moved too close.
So thank you so much
you.
for being our guest, our first guest.
fun.
This was so much fun. It's fun for me to get to watch other ideas and techniques. So thank you. Appreciate it. And thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Remember, comment on or share. You might get a prize next week. And thank you. And thank you to Kathy. So
Thank you.
awesome. Have a great night, everyone. Take care. Bye.